Recording in progress, if you didn't hear that already. Right, is it me? Right, I'm going to press start on my watch, and then I'm going to press share screen because I'm sure this is going to work first time because I didn't practice it earlier. There we go. Right, get your Rio pads and write down 1 to 10. We're having a bit of a logo game this morning. And it's the story of O, the clean version, the pre-watershed version, for those of you old enough to know the film, The Story of O. No whips, no chains this morning, keeping it clean. So you have got 3 whole minutes to recognize which letter O comes from the logo. So each one of these is a letter O. It's not a circle or a symbol. It is a letter O. So write down 1 to 10 and tell me whose logos they are. One and two are pretty easy. 3, for those of you in, 4 is definitely artistic. 1 I love. 5, piece of cake. 6, again, to do with maybe a little bit of art and design and that kind of stuff and things that we might use. Number 7, yeah, you all know it, but you may not get it. 8's piece of cake. Well, it's not cake. 9, you're going to kick yourself when you see exactly what it is. And number 10, if you don't get that, I'm leaving the network. Simple. How very dare you? Right, you've got just over a minute and a half left, unless you want to just put your hands up and say, no, I've had enough of this nonsense. Get on with it. I'll tell you what, I've got 21 pages of this nonsense. 21. Count them.
Surely you've got a page for every letter.
Indeed. Indeed. And then I've got some notes. And I'm also going to give you some fun facts about each one, each company. Isn't it great? Do you know what? If you haven't got them all by now, you're not going to get them. Shall I crack on? Give us a thumbs up or a shake of the head. Okay, you're all having so much fun. Let's get this done. Right. Okay, so number 1, if you didn't get that, shame on you.
Lego.
Of course it is. There we go. Give yourself a Rio point if you got it. So yeah, Lego. Great, nice and simple. That logo has been around literally since day 1. Now, here's the fun fact. Look at that, an average of 60 plus Lego bricks. That's over 400 billion bits of Lego in the world. I know I've got some because I still find that one stuck in the bottom of my foot. And how's this for quality control? 18 bits out of every million bricks are faulty. Only 18 out of a million. I think that's quite good. I think that's quite good going. That's really good quality. Oreo, get in. That's quite nice. I like that now that they've made it 3D and beautiful. And here we go. In a year, the number of Oreo cookies made would go round the earth 5 times. Not 4, not 6, 5 times. And each cookie takes 2 hours to make. So it would be quite interesting to see whether you could get 8 hours of cookie in your mouth, or even 10 hours of cookie in your mouth at any one go. Would be interesting. But there we are, Oreo, lovely. Hey, who got that? No?
I thought it was Zoom, first of all.
Oh, okay. Let's just have a look at the, no, they're round. I'm just looking at the Zoom logo at the bottom of my screen. Nokia. There we go. Did anyone think it was anything else? Well, obviously you thought it was Zoom. But again, this is really interesting. Nokia fun fact, there are none. They're a Finnish company. They're serious. They don't laugh. It's too cold. Too serious. But look at this. A pulse analyzer designed in 1962, was the first electronic device produced by Nokia. That's funny, isn't it? See, who said there was nothing fun about the finish? Should have left that to last, couldn't I? And said, on this finish, I'll finish. Never mind. Who got this? Did anyone else think it was something else? Did anyone think it was Target, the shop Target? No? Okay. This is going down well, isn't it, this morning? Gosh, fun. And fun fact about Rotary, again, they're Germans. Why would you want our pens to be fun? They're serious. I own 18 of various nibwits. Nibwits, that's a good word. Ranging from 0.2 millimeters, that's really, really tiny, up to 1 millimeter. The smallest nib that they make is 0.1 millimeter. Love them. Never let them dry out because they're an utter mare to clean. Okay, who got this one? Everyone must have got this one. Yeah, that's quite easy, very recognizable. The color helps. I showed this to someone else and I did all of them in black and white and they got so few because it was black and white. So we always look at color, always look at color. So there we go. The first Coke made was red wine mixed with cocaine. And that's where they got the catchphrase. I'm loving it. Oh, and it comes from the coca plant and the cola nut. Coca-Cola. And I love this one. They were the first. That was the first ever sponsor of an Olympics was Coca-Cola. And of course, those Yank came over here just after the war, still here after the war. And they said, you know what? What's Wendy munching? Is that an Oreo? Have you've got 3 hours worth there, haven't you? All in one go. Fantastic. So yeah, they sponsored the Olympics in 1948. Yeah, over here, oversexed and overpaid. Who got this one? Yes, look at that. Matty's high-fiving me. Quite right too. Canon. Brilliant, brilliant. I love Canon. First ever camera I bought when I got into photography. Beautiful things. There we are. Named after the Buddhist goddess of mercy. So they then westernized it and called it Canon. Brilliant. And yeah, oh, look at that. Of course it is. Sony, or as some annoying people call it, Sony. Don't. It's just annoying. Yeah, the Walkman. Wow, didn't that change things? That was kind of like the most amazing piece of wearable kit. Instead of like having that long strap and the cassette recorder that was this big, and you'd wear it and the batteries would last about 4 minutes. Yeah, their weirdest for me, it was called the Scirocco. And it was a plastic VW camper van. And it had a microphone in it. And you put it on your vinyl record. You didn't need a turntable or anything. And it used to drive around and play the record for you. How cool is that? Sony is Greek for sonos, which equals sound. Cool. How am I doing for time? Oh dear, less than a minute. Who got this one? Yeah, that's quite an easy one. I haven't got it on here, but if you go and look at, oh, strangely enough, look what I've got here. A small Toblerone. No, can't do it. But if you look at the mountain, the Matterhorn, look on the mountain. Yeah, Matty's got it. There's a bear in there. There's a bear on the mountain. Here we go. 62,000 kilometers every year is eaten. Yeah, and the mountain on the box. Outline of a bear on the mountain. Why? Yeah, why? Switzerland, capital's called Bern, which means city of bears. There we go. Awesome. Who got this one? Oh, of course it is. Of course it is, but it could have been loads. It could have been so many different things just from one little letter, one little black O. it brings up so many different logos. 1.7 trillion, that's what it's worth these days. And old Jeffo, he's got 11% of that, which equates to about 200 billion. And yeah, it kind of wasn't really from rags to riches. He borrowed $250,000 off the bank, from the Bank of Ma and Pa, to start it. So yeah, he was doing okay before he got rich. And do you know what the things they don't sell? Full-size houses, like a house, cars, strangely enough, and cigarettes, and certainly no live animals. And finally, of course it is. Look, hey, you all got that one. I know you did. Fun fact, named after me. At university, you probably know this, I was known as Mr. Smooth because he not only had the voice, but also the face for radio. None taken, my friends, none taken. So, yeah, creativity, it should be fun. And folks, let's keep it that way. But how I want to end in the last 30 seconds, nobody remembers normal or average. Yeah, if you want to, go and get a Canva logo. Go onto myfreelogo.com, go and get yourself a logo. It's not going to be memorable because you and 30 million other people all look on page one and go, oh, that one. And like yourself, make your brand individual. Your brand is you. And when you're not there, your brand is representing you. So what does your brand tell people when you are not there? Does your business card represent exactly who you are? Yeah, think inside the box, get in the box, have a good look around, and then kick the sides out. Get out of that box. Come on. Be different, be individual. That's all I'm trying to say. There are no rules. Seriously, there are no rules. Graphic design, design creativity, it is not a science. You can do whatever you want. You can have a circle and a square. You can have purple and green. They go together these days. They never used to. So yeah, from that, you can see just from one letter, you may not have thought of the exact logo, but one letter O may have made you think of maybe 3 or 4 brands or 5 brands. So yeah, make your logo speak, make your logo memorable. And if you have been, thank you for listening. Jonathan at Smooth Designs. Thank you.